Hi and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this space is dedicated into helping virtual assistants, or should I say aspiring virtual assistants, build a sustainable and rewarding online career. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, this video is for you. So kung medyo naguguluhan ka pa sa mga types ng contracts or sabay-sabay mga clients mo, well, don't worry kasi yan ang topic natin. So today, let's talk about a very important topic for virtual assistants. These are the types of contracts that you might encounter along the way, and also how you can handle or manage clients effectively without burning out. Kasi di ba minsan gusto lang naman natin ng flexible na job, pero ending, nagsasabay-sabay na silang lahat. Kaya let's break it down. So there are three common types that you'll come across as a VA. We have the full-time, the part-time, and the project-based. Iisa-isahin natin yan. Okay, first is we have the full-time contract. This usually means you're working 40 hours per week or more pa just for one client. It's a stable income, but you're expected to commit more time and focus. Para ka na yung employee pero nasa bahay. Then, goods talaga to kung gusto mo ng stable na kita. Pero kailangan mo lang talagang mag-focus dito. Next naman is we have part-time contract. Okay, this one naman, anything less than 40 hours per week. So, pwedeng 10, 20, or 30 hours. Depende naman to sa usapan nyo ng client. Ideal to kung meron ka ng full-time client tapos gusto mo lang ng extra project on the side. Or kung gusto mo naman ng paisa-isang project lang, lalo na kapag nagbibuild ka pa ng experience mo, okay na okay to as a starting point. And lastly, we have the project-based contract. Ito naman, meron na siyang fixed timeline and deliverables. For example, a client might hire you to design their logo or organize their inbox for just 2 weeks. Okay naman to, maganda to pag gusto mo ng variety. But take note, once natapos mo na yung project mo dito, tapos na rin yung trabaho mo. So kung mostly yung mga clients mo are project-based contract or project-based, dapat lagi kang on the lookout for your next gig or kailangan masipag tapos alert ka pa sa paghahanap. Next is how to handle multiple contracts. If you're like many Filipino freelancers na gustong kumita sa iba't ibang client just like me, you have to be smart in how you handle your time and energy. Kasi wag ka lang dapat basta yes ng yes sa lahat ng offers. Kaya importante itong part na to eh. For our tip number 1, check your existing contracts. Before ka kumuha ng bagong client, lagi mong i-review or i-check yung mga current contract mo. Kasi may mga ibang contracts na they don't allow you to work with competitors or clients with the same industry. For example, real estate VA ka. So, bawal ka rin tumanggap ng work or client from real estate industry. Tsaka sayang din kung may ma-violate ka pa. That's why lagi mong i-check ang fine print. For our tip number 2, it's to balance your contracts. So, don't take on 2 full-time contracts at the same time. Hindi yun sustainable ha. Instead, what you can do here is to mix and match. For example, meron kang isang full-time job or full-time client, then 1 part-time client. Also, you can do 2 to 3 project-based contracts. Or ako, what I usually do is getting part-time jobs from different time zones. Kasi ang goal naman dito is mabalance mo yung workload mo without getting overwhelmed. Katapos, hindi rin naman to paramihan ng clients. Ang mahalaga is na-deliver mo ng maayos yung job mo or yung na-assign sa yung workload. For our tip number 3, you have to manage your deliverables carefully. So, dapat tignan mo rin dito yung mga types of jobs na ina-assign sa'yo. For example, meron kang client. Ang trabaho mo dito is basic admin tasks. So, doable to kung meron ka pang ibang client. Pero isipin mo kung recruitment VA ka na kailangan mo mag-interview, mag-onboard, tapos gagawa ka pa ng reports. Heavy workload na yan. So you have to be honest. Kaya mo bang i-handle tong bagong tasks or masyado na bang mabigat sa'yo yon? Or what you can do here naman pag masyado nang mabigat sa'yo is to talk to your client, you can suggest alternatives if needed. Tsaka be transparent ka lang. Never naman naging masamang tumanggi. Lalo na pag hindi mo kaya yung job, you have to be honest din with yourself. For our tip number 4, you have to use a proper schedule. You have to plan your day based on your contract requirements or even yung mga time zones. Kailangan dito, you use tools such as Google Calendar or Notion, which I personally use, para hindi ka rin malito. And to avoid double booking clients at the same time slot, kasi naman, kailangan mong mag-dedicate ng different focus time for each one. Kahit na flexible yung setup natin dito, structure is still our best friend. Kung kailangan nga mag-set ka ng break time mo, why not, 'di ba? Para hindi lang puro trabaho. And lastly, once you make a schedule, you have to follow it. Disiplina ang kailangan dito. Kasi isipin mo, kung nagsabay-sabay lahat ng deliverables mo tapos hindi ka pa organized, syempre ang ibig sabihin nun, bumababa yung quality ng trabaho mo. Tapos ang isa pa, dito naman na-notice ng clients na meron ng mga delays or nakakapag-commit ka na ng mistakes. This could mean losing them. What you can do here is you have to protect your schedule, your growth, and most especially, yung mental health mo. Sobrang kailangan to. Lalo na kung gusto mo talagang tumagal dito sa freelancing world, dapat hindi lang yung income mo yung inaalagaan mo, pati na rin yung sarili mo. Now, let's do a quick recap. So, we talked about the 3 types of contracts. We have the full-time contract, part-time contract, and the project-based contract. For the tips naman, we have 5. That is, first is you have to check and review your existing or current contracts before accepting new ones. We also talked about balancing your work across different time zones and your deliverables. Also, you have to set a clear schedule and avoid overcommitting. Don't overcommit, guys. And lastly, talk to your clients whenever you feel overwhelmed. Communication is key. Guys, walang masama sa pagiging honest, lalong-lalo na pag hindi mo kaya, okay? And that's it. If this video helped you, don't forget to hit like, comment below your key takeaways, and even share this to a fellow aspiring VA. Also, please don't forget to subscribe for more tips about freelancing and working online. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.